The Witch of Santo Domingo's Pedregal. Applause. This story is different from any we have told before. The one you will hear tonight is the experience of a witch who has decided to share it with us. It goes beyond anything that has been narrated on this channel before, and now it is time for you to decide if you dare to listen. Good evening, community. A few weeks ago, we talked about this story, and today we have finally obtained the authorization from its protagonist to hide certain details and share it with the community. We recommend you to listen to it without children around, as this time they should not hear it. And above all, please, do not get scared. If you are skeptical, it will be easier for you, but if you are one of those people who listen to night stories with curiosity about things that may exist beyond our understanding, please remember that this is someone else's story, someone who is far away from you. I have to say that there were details that I had to edit, things that I had to remove because they were too graphic. They spoke of terrible things that happened, and I believe they were not necessary for this story. I think it can be told in the same way without them. I hope that the essence of the story is not lost with these omitted details. But now, please turn off the lights and let yourself be carried away, because you are already listening to the next night story. As far as I know, my family arrived in Santo Domingo when it was still a hill. My father told me how they walked from far away through the Street of Promises until they reached El Pedregal, how people started building houses with sheets in that abandoned corner of the capital. He was still a child, but he remembered well those houses slowly rising amidst the mud. He remembered that city that a handful of people decided to build there as their only hope to live. He particularly remembered a wooden house that was already there when they arrived, a house where an old woman lived, a house that scared people. No one wanted to get close to it, even though it was in a good location to build. No one built around it. That house had been there in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of that shapeless hill, long before the plan to inhabit El Pedregal, which would become the largest urban invasion in Latin America, when thousands of families decided to settle there. Among the very few things my father told me about my mother is that she came from that wooden house. They fell in love quickly, and he dreamed of marrying her and taking her away from there, away from that wooden house, away from the old woman who lived there, away from the lady who looked at him with hatred when she saw him on the street or from her window. When my mother got pregnant, my father had planned everything to take her with him. They were both young, but they would figure out how to manage away from there. My father had family in San Juan Atzingo, and they told him that he would always have a place to go there. But suddenly, my father stopped seeing my mother. She disappeared as if the earth had swallowed her. A couple of months later, the old woman from that wooden house showed up at my father's house. She spoke to my grandparents and told them that she was leaving her son's daughter with them, that they should take care of her. In a basket, she left a baby just a few days old, barely breathing. That baby was me. My father never saw my mother again, but he said that maybe it was for the best, that things happen for a reason. That was always his belief. My father had already dropped out of school, but since then, since I was born, he worked in the hardware store, in the small family business that he eventually inherited when it was just the two of us, when we no longer had any family. And that's when my story begins, the story I'm going to tell you. My father and I lived a quiet life in Santo Domingo's Pedregal. The neighborhood was filled with houses, shops, and bustling streets. However, there was always a lingering air of mystery surrounding that old wooden house where my mother supposedly came from. The locals whispered about the old woman who lived there, believing she had mystical powers. People claimed to have seen her casting spells and communicating with spirits. It was said that she was the source of the numerous strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena that plagued the neighborhood. Many considered her as the Witch of Pedregal. As a child, I often wondered about the truth behind these stories. I would sneak out at night to catch a glimpse of the old house, its windows illuminated by flickering candlelight. I was both terrified and fascinated by the mystery that surrounded it. There was always an inexplicable pull that drew me closer to the house, despite my fear. Little did I know that my own connection to that house would be revealed later in life. It wasn't until I stumbled upon an old, dusty diary hidden in my father's belongings that the secrets of my mother's disappearance started to unravel. The diary belonged to the old woman, and its contents were a chilling account of dark magic, sacrifice, and a curse that bound her to the house. The more I read, the more I realized that my mother had become entangled in the old woman's web of magic. It seemed that she had fallen victim to a ritual that required the sacrifice of a young woman to maintain the witch's immortality. My mother had been chosen, and my birth was the result of that twisted ceremony. As I delved deeper into the diary's pages, I discovered a hidden passage that revealed a way to break the curse. It required a courageous soul willing to confront the witch and put an end to her dark reign. I knew then that it was my destiny to confront the Witch of Pedregal and free my family from her clutches. Armed with the knowledge and determination I gained from the diary, I set out on a journey to uncover the truth and save my mother from her perpetual imprisonment. The path ahead was treacherous and filled with obstacles, but I was ready to face whatever challenges lay in my way. Little did I know that the Witch of Pedregal had sensed my presence and was preparing for my arrival. She had grown powerful over the years, feeding off the fear and desperation of those who dared to cross her path. I could feel her malevolence growing stronger as I ventured closer to the old wooden house. As I stood at the threshold of the witch's domain, I took a deep breath, summoning every ounce of courage within me. With determination in my heart and the memory of my mother's love guiding me, I pushed open the creaking door and stepped into the darkness, ready to face whatever awaited me inside. The old wooden house stood as a testament to the dark secrets it held within its walls. Shadows danced ominously, whispering tales of lost souls and unspeakable horrors. The air grew heavy with the scent of ancient spells and forbidden knowledge. The witch, a formidable figure, awaited my arrival, her eyes gleaming with a mixture of malice and curiosity. She spoke in a voice that seemed to echo from another realm, weaving a tale of revenge and despair. She revealed that she had cursed my mother in a fit of jealousy, seeking to take away the happiness she had found with my father. She had hoped to corrupt my existence, forever binding me to her wicked desires. But in that moment, as she revealed her true nature, I felt an unexpected surge of power within me. It was a force that transcended the boundaries of time and space, fueled by the love and resilience of my family. With a newfound strength, I confronted the witch, determined to break the curse that had plagued us for so long. With each incantation and every twist of fate, the battle between good and evil raged on. Sparks flew, illuminating the darkness with bursts of light. The very foundations of the old house trembled under the weight of our clash, as if the very universe itself acknowledged the significance of this moment. In a final act of desperation, the witch unleashed her most potent spell, a swirling vortex of darkness aimed to consume me. But I refused to be swallowed by her malevolence. With a surge of light from deep within, I countered her every move, breaking through her defenses and ultimately overpowering her. As the dust settled and the final remnants of the witch's presence faded away, I stood victorious, my heart filled with a sense of triumph and relief. The curse that had haunted my family for generations had been lifted, and the legacy of the Witch of Pedregal was finally put to rest. After the defeat of the witch, the old wooden house underwent a remarkable transformation. The once eerie structure now exuded a sense of serenity and tranquility. The neighborhood of Santo Domingo'S Pedregal felt a palpable shift in energy as the darkness lifted. People began to reclaim the area around the house, building new homes and businesses without fear or hesitation. Word of the witch's defeat spread like wildfire, and the community celebrated with a grand festival. It was a joyous occasion, filled with music, dance, and laughter. Families gathered to share stories and express gratitude for their newfound freedom from the witch's grip. I, too, embraced my role in this victory and found a sense of purpose in helping others. Inspired by my journey, I started an organization dedicated to supporting individuals who had experienced supernatural hardships. Through counseling, education, and community outreach, we aimed to empower those who had been affected by dark forces. As time went on, the legend of the Witch of Pedregal became a cautionary tale, serving as a reminder of the power of love, courage, and resilience. The once wicked witch was now immortalized in local folklore, her story passed down from generation to generation as a testament to the triumph of good over evil. As the years passed, the community of Santo Domingo's Pedregal flourished, becoming a vibrant and prosperous neighborhood. The once abandoned corner of the capital transformed into a bustling hub of commerce and culture. Families found solace in the safety and unity that had been restored to the area. In honor of our victory over the witch, an annual festival was established. The Festival of Light, as it came to be known, became an eagerly anticipated event for both locals and visitors alike. The festival showcased the talents and resilience of the community, with dazzling displays of fireworks, mesmerizing light installations, and captivating performances. One of the festival's highlights was the reenactment of the final battle between the courageous hero inspired by my own journey and the witch. It served as a reminder to never underestimate the power of love, courage, and unity in the face of darkness. Inspired by the tale of the witch's defeat, artists and writers from around the world flocked to Santo Domingo's Pedregal, drawn by the mystique and transformative power of the story. Art galleries, theaters, and creative spaces flourished, making the neighborhood a vibrant hub for artistic expression. The impact of the witch's defeat extended beyond the community itself. News of the triumph spread far and wide, capturing the attention of scholars and researchers in the field of supernatural phenomena. The story of Santo Domingo's Pedregal became a subject of study, offering valuable insights into the nature of curses and the resilience of the human spirit. In recognition of my role in breaking the curse and bringing peace to the neighborhood, I was honored with a statue in the heart of Santo Domingo's Pedregal. The statue depicted me standing triumphantly, holding a staff adorned with symbols of light and hope. It served as a symbol of inspiration and a reminder of the power that resides within each individual to overcome adversity. As the years went by, the statue became an iconic symbol of hope and resilience, drawing tourists and visitors to Santo Domingo's Pedregal. People from all walks of life were inspired by the story of the witch's defeat and the transformation of the neighborhood. They came to witness the beauty and strength that emerged from the darkness. With the increased tourism, the local economy flourished even further. Small businesses thrived, offering unique crafts, culinary delights, and guided tours that showcased the history and culture of the area. The community of Santo Domingo's Pedregal became known as a must-visit destination for those seeking inspiration and a sense of wonder. Over time, a thriving arts and culture scene emerged in the neighborhood. The once abandoned houses were transformed into art galleries, showcasing the talents of local artists as well as internationally renowned creators. The walls of the buildings were adorned with vibrant murals, depicting scenes from the witch's defeat and celebrating the triumph of good over evil. The Festival of Light continued to grow in popularity, attracting performers and artists from around the world. It became an immersive experience, with interactive light installations, music concerts, and theatrical performances. The festival became an annual pilgrimage for those seeking to be part of the collective celebration of triumph and unity. In addition to the arts, educational institutions flourished in Santo Domingo's Pedregal. Schools and universities offered programs that focused on the study of folklore, supernatural phenomena, and the resilience of the human spirit. The neighborhood became a center for research and knowledge, attracting scholars and students from all over the world. As the story of the witch's defeat continued to resonate with people, it was adapted into various forms of media. Books, films, and even a popular musical were created, spreading the message of hope and empowerment to a wider audience. The Witch of Santo Domingo's Pedregal became a beloved character, inspiring countless individuals to overcome challenges and embrace their own inner strength. The legacy of the Witch of Santo Domingo's Pedregal continued to captivate the imagination of people from all walks of life. Artists and writers were inspired by the tale and created a multitude of artworks, novels, and plays that delved deeper into the rich mythology of the witch and the neighborhood's transformation. These artistic expressions shed light on the complex emotions, struggles, and triumphs of the characters involved, allowing audiences to connect with the story on a deeper level. One particularly renowned artist, Isabel Martinez, created a breathtaking series of paintings depicting the witch's journey from darkness to redemption. The ethereal brushstrokes and vibrant colors beautifully captured the essence of hope and resilience, earning her international recognition and acclaim. In the culinary world, renowned chefs flocked to Santo Domingo's Pedregal to create unique dishes inspired by the story. A popular restaurant, La Bruya's Kitchen, became known for its fusion of traditional Dominican flavors and innovative techniques. Diners marveled at the creativity and skill behind dishes such as El Hechizo del Mar, the Sea's Spell, a seafood medley infused with enchanting spices. The Festival of Light continued to evolve, incorporating new technologies and immersive experiences to enhance the celebration. Spectators were mesmerized by holographic projections that brought the story to life, allowing them to feel as though they were part of the epic battle between good and evil. Virtual reality installations offered a glimpse into the witch's world, immersing participants in a sensory journey through her haunted house. As the neighborhood thrived, community initiatives were established to preserve the history and cultural heritage of Santo Domingo's Pedregal. The Witch's Museum was opened, showcasing artifacts and documents related to the witch's reign and eventual defeat. Visitors could explore interactive exhibits, participate in workshops on magic and folklore, and even try their hand at potion making under the guidance of experienced practitioners. The impact of the witch's defeat extended far beyond the boundaries of Santo Domingo's Pedregal. Scholars and researchers from around the world flocked to the neighborhood to delve deeper into the phenomenon of curses and the resilience of communities in the face of supernatural challenges. The Witch Studies Center was established as a hub for research and collaboration, providing a platform for experts to exchange knowledge and theories. Through the years, the story of the Witch of Santo Domingo's Pedregal remained a symbol of hope and the triumph of good over evil. It served as a reminder that even in the face of darkness, love, courage, and unity could prevail. In the end, the defeat of the Witch of Santo Domingo's Pedregal brought about a remarkable transformation in the neighborhood. The once abandoned corner of the capital became a vibrant and prosperous community, filled with art, culture, and a renewed sense of unity. The legacy of the witch's defeat continued to inspire people from all walks of life, with artists, writers, and chefs creating works that celebrated the triumph of good over evil. The annual Festival of Light became a symbol of hope and resilience, attracting visitors from around the world. Through the Witch Studies Center, scholars and researchers explored the phenomenon of curses and the power of communities to overcome supernatural challenges. The story of the Witch of Santo Domingo's Pedregal served as a reminder that love, courage, and unity could conquer even the darkest of forces.